All right. Well, we're down to the last chapter in your new ezine, your workbook, and I hope you got as much value in me creating this for you that I hope it helps to slow down the process to so that you can actually build your own foundation. I want you to learn back of the back of the book right now. So this is a report card, right? We went over about them. We went over the about the attitude. That's what the assessments is for. You made yourself approachable. You know your audience, your avatar. You know how to active listening. And we can go more in depth with the following things I have going on. You know how to alleviate the pain, how to agree instead of creating resistance. We went on anchoring the price and how to do it to price high, sell low, or anchor price, do certain things. Assume the sale for confidence. And now we're going to go to the call to action. Now, the call to action is really important. Yeah, babe. All right. The joys of being a part-time stay-at-home dad, father with 4 and 2 at 56 years old. And this is why I do it. And that's why I enjoy my life. But I just wanted to, the call to action. I just have to use the call to action on him to go over there. But at the same time, the call to action, this is how important this is. And I'm so happy that you got to experience this because it took me a little while to slow things down so people could like actually understand and actually put it together for themselves. So let's go. By having a purposeful or meaningful, strong call to action, this has greatly impact the successes of a business by increasing conversion rates, providing clarity, improving customer experience, enhancing engagement, and ultimately leading to increased revenue and a better return on your investment. What I'm trying to say that all these gurus, all the people that all have a call to action somehow. It could be a certain body language why pivot. It could be a thing with the eyes. It can be reassuring something from back on a headline or a hook or a story on a video. But everybody does have a call to action. Somehow, some way, you notice it, you might not notice, but that's why I said, this is why this is called the invisible sales system, because I want you to be so good that everything you do becomes invisible. A lot of the times, people say the call to action, oh, come with me and we're going to buy this, or click the link below, but there's a certain process. I'll give you an example. You might have a call to action if you want to start your best life now, but it relates back to where you started and knowing your avatar, your audience, and what you really want. And everything has to be congruent into what you have going on into the future, whether it's going to be a website, a sales letter, you're going to make the sale right there, you're going to close the deal. It all has to tie back to everything back where you started, right? A well-executed call to action goes beyond just driving immediate conversion. It can also lead to increased revenue by instilling confidence in customers, making them more to become repeat customers and advocates for the brand, which is you. This is so huge that I get repeat customers on a daily basis because they've known me for years. I never steered in crowd, and I did this on the online space and in the sales process back before I started doing everything else before. But these are the top 8 so that you can have it all. You can read all of this. When you have a strong call to action, it increases conversion. A strong call to action, as it tells the customer exactly what they need to do next. It provides a sense of urgency and purpose. This is a technique. This is when you say, buy now, act now, a few spots left. This is just a technique. We can go more of this in future webinars and workshops. Clarity. The clear call to action is where you have transparency. And this is where a lot of people miss a lot of things. They misguide the price. They say something else different. Guarantees or warranties, or they shoot themselves in the foot because they offer something that is not pertinent to the call to action that they have based on everything else. I can go off on the whiteboard with this, but we're going to keep it simple because this is where having the understanding and explaining it simply is going to make you understand how important this call to action relates to what you started in the beginning. And it always relates back, right? Another, again, improve customer experience. You're going to have a stronger engagement and involvement because when you say, click the link below to have a better life because you're a pre-retiree, you're a burning out professional that wants something change, and you listed them all down on your website, or you said it in your speech, in your presentation, in your Zoom call, or your workshop, or your challenge, everything moves forward into that story. I'm going to give you a short story. You're going to meet Des. Des She's a prolific speaker, did more speaking engagements than anybody I know, and she's awesome, right? The problem she has, she cannot tie the call to action with the rest of the presentation. So we had to do a little workshops. We had to do some things where once she got that call to action, guess what? Her sales rocketed. Her speaking gigs same right because she can lead the people into the next step. People like to be led, like I said before. When you lead people into the next step, it figures out that, oh, this is what happens next and this is what they have after. But the call to action, the CTA has to tie into everything. And the call to action doesn't have to be on a link. I do call to actions like this at my work. You need something to say. As soon as I turn my body language, my shoulders, people follow to what I got going on. I don't push them to the thing. My call to action is my eyes, my smile. Okay, come along with me. And guess 20, 30% on a closing call, on a transportation for something that's a lot of money, right? There's other ways. Increase trust. Guess what? When the call to action and the situation changes and they want something more, they're going to trust you because now they might want something else. And that's why you have different offers and you're going to solve another problem. The entrepreneur in you, if you're learning this correctly, is to just solve problems. Look around in your house, figure out how can I make that better? Where can I solve where can I make this customer journey, what is he going to do, fill myself in and let me fix his problem and then charge for it. And then this is what I have without mentioning the price. With a strong, good call to action that matches the headline or the hook, this is perfect, right? If this matches the hook, you're going to have more money and offer for the service that you provide because it's congruent, right? Which makes it a greater return on investment for both you and them. Remember I said business is a partnership and it's a value partnership and it's relationships building. If anybody tells you otherwise, there haven't been mistakes in life and in business, right? And last but not least, a better understanding of your customer needs, because if you relate it back to making it about them, you use it with active listening, you made it about their needs, the call to action also helps businesses gain a better understanding of their customer needs by capturing info and insights that can be used to improve the product or the service or even the entire sales process, right? So understand, one of those things is understanding that the call to action is part of the process. And if we take all of this 9, 10 things and you do the assessment, everything's going to work out fine. And here's the benefits. A strong call to action, this is where I sell the dream, not the scheme, right? I sell the person. I don't tell them what the product is. I don't even care because all I do is solve problems. And the call to action direction is basically, if I'm going to hold your hand, this is where I'm going to take you to the product that you want, the service that you want. Look at it that way. A strong call to action can increase conversion rates by providing a clear, urgent, and purposeful message. It also enhances customer experience by reducing confusion and promoting more engagement. What does that mean to you? If you have a good call to action and you did your offer right, you did your stack, you provided value, you provided the confidence, you did everything inside this workbook in a way, and you put it all together, the call to action that lasts, and that's when you get paid, or this is where you get to take the next step into signing up, giving the email, getting high ticket, getting your low ticket, getting something done for you and your family so that you can enjoy the life, whatever you decide to do. All right? The greater return on investment, because the greatest return on investment is a customer coming back and wanting more help from you. This is where everything stops, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong, where you want the lifetime customer to be coming to you forever and ever so that they can keep coming back to you for more and more. So in return, friendships, businesses, collaboration, a little bit more financial gain, lifetime customers. You want it to be, again, transformational instead of transactional. All right, guys, so that was the last step I have. And I just want to say, read over this book, watch out for more of these videos, and then I'm gonna go with a conclusion and see how we can get together and see if we can work more on your techniques so that we can solve more problems you have. Or I can just poke holes in it and figure out ways so that we can work together. All right, guys. Hand off for the conclusion. I'll see you on the next one.